What's up, everybody? So I got something kind of fun to do today. I'm going to do a exhaust sound cold startup on these three hot rods I've got here. I'm going to start with this 2015 Camaro Z28, which is a naturally aspirated LS7 7.0 liter. That is a stick shift car. And then I'm going to do this 2019 ZL1 1LE. That is a supercharged 6.2 liter LT4 engine. And this car is a stick shift car, and it has the dual mode exhaust. And then I'm gonna do this Cadillac CT5 V Blackwing. And this has the same engine as that blue Camaro does. It's tuned a little bit differently, but it is also a 6.2 liter supercharged LT4 with dual mode exhaust. It might even be more modes than two. It's newer. This is a 2022 model, and GM might have tuned that exhaust sound thing differently, but I know the motor is tuned differently. It has a slightly more horsepower and torque than the Camaro, but it is essentially the same hard parts. So anyways, I'm gonna try to do this as equal as possible. The Cadillac is an automatic, so I'm just gonna do remote start on it, and the two Camaros are stick shift, so I have to be in the vehicle to do those. But I'm gonna try to set up the camera the same distance from each car in the back, as well as like the same, like I'm gonna center it between the rear. It's in the same shop, and it kind of echoes in here a little bit. And then I'll let them idle down. It's like when you start them, they have kind of a high idle for, I don't know, 10 seconds or something like that. And I'll let them idle down and maybe rev them for just once or twice, not much, just kind of goose the throttle, just so you get an idea of how they all sound. And they are all bone stock. So here we go. Sweet. That was about a 3,500 RPM throttle blip, just a little goose, and cool sounding car. Up next is the 2019 ZL1 1LE. Sweet. That thing wraps quite a bit quicker. So that was the same thing, cold start, and then about a 3,000 and then a 3,500 RPM throttle blip. Yeah, and I should mention that when you start them, like they idle at about 1,000 RPM, and then 10 or 15 seconds later, they come down to 700 or 800, something like that. It seemed like that Z28 was a little bit higher idling. Now for the Blackwing. And I'm just gonna remote start this one so it's easy. All right, there it was. So I revved this one a couple more times because it was automatically set in a different drive mode, which I think had that quieter exhaust note on it. But anyways, the third time I revved it was in V mode, which I think is wide open pipes. I'm not really sure, but anyways, there's a little bit of a sound clip for each one of these cold start at idle, and then a little bit of a rev. Like and subscribe for more little snippets about these cool modern muscle cars.